Welcome back to more Persona 2 Eternal Punishment. So last time we made it to the undersea ruins, and yeah, I wasn't really doing so great at the end of that part, but hey, we did get the pact with Ishma now, and Ishma will give us the info we need to help us get into the treasure room on this floor. So yeah, that's what we're going to work on today. And yeah, while we're doing that, I'll have a topic. But anyway, let's change it to strategy so things go better than last time. So since Parvati is max rank, she's already learned her mutation skill. Let's go into Perry actually. Because again, that Meraki Dine's kind of nice, so yeah. And then yeah, what I can do is, Luella's going to be going for Meraki Dine. Maya can still keep going for Magnara Katsuya. He's going to be going for Zionga. Balfu's going to be going for Zeodine. And then Nancho, he's going to be going for Aragia. So there you go. So this will be our strategy. Basically, these two, the reason why the strategy is that these two, they will use Thunder Blast normally, but there are those like Wheatleys that are immune to magic. Then yeah, we can switch to Photon Cannon and Heat Wave to deal with them. Then yeah, we've obviously got Meltdown as the other skill, so yeah, that's gonna be good. Alright, let's make a start. So first off, we need to get these rumors, so yeah, let's make a start on that. I guess while I'm here too, I'll show what the treasure room is, because I keep talking about it, even though, yeah, there's like no context for it, so yeah. But anyway, let's see how good our strategy works. And well, here you go. So yeah, I promise that yeah, they're gonna get the drop on us. Although another thing I can do is I can contact them, but yeah, I kinda don't want to, so yeah. So again, we're probably gonna have to let them all go before us, but that's okay. So yeah, we'll go for the Meltdown here. Like so. And then yeah, what these two are gonna do is they're gonna go for their physical skills. I mean yeah, this is gonna probably kill them anyway, but that's fine. So yeah, that's gonna be of course Photon Cannon and Heat Wave, so yeah, there you go. Again, these guys are immune to all magic. Yes, Hellfire. I think they also might be able to stars us, which would be very annoying, so yeah. At least they both didn't go for Hellfire. That could have actually been quite bad, but anyway. Let's see how well we do. There you go, very good damage. And then Heat Wave is going to knock him out. So there you go. Yeah, Photon Cannon was doing a lot more damage though, so yeah. So that's good to know. And I'm gonna need to heal Balfu. So yeah, like I said, I'll show where the treasure room is, and then yeah, I'm gonna go back to near the Velvet Room, and then we'll start doing topics. So yeah, and yeah, it's over here. Basically, yeah, we need to open a path to that, and we're gonna be using rumors to do so. Alright, this won't be too bad, especially because we got speed. So yeah, so Maya, she's going to switch back to Lenore. And yeah, we're gonna be going for that good old Thunder Blast again. Need those two. And then we'll go for Meltdown. Alright. So yeah, I guess I can start talking about the topic now. So like I said, I had one big topic in mind. And yeah, I feel like yeah, I could definitely talk about this topic for a good long while. And that's of course the MC in Persona 3. I kinda wanna talk about her a little bit, so yeah. As yeah, when I was, during the course of this playthrough, and also thinking about, Persona 3 when my brother was playing Reload, yeah, she was on my mind a lot. And yeah, because of that, yeah, I did actually watch a lot of videos involving her, so yeah. And then yeah, I got to learn a little bit more about her too, and why people really like her as well. So yeah, that's kind of one reason I want to talk about in the video, so yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So yeah, again, Fancy, she's in Persona 3 Portable. She's in some other games too. Well, only really one other game, Persona Q2, but yeah. I can talk about that a little bit as well, but yeah. Here's Takashaka. He's kind of annoying because again, he has He's only weak to Zeo, so yeah. But luckily, yeah, we do have Zeus, that's nice. This should put him into kill range with a Meltdown, that's the hope at least. I mean, another thing I can do is use Thunder Blast with Perry and Lenore. Depending on how well we do this, so let's have a look. So there we go. Yeah, he has quite a lot of health to be honest, so yeah, let's see. Kind of Meltdown finish him off from this range. If not, yeah, it's pretty obvious what we need to do next time we see one, so yeah. Again, he resists everything but Zeo, so yeah. I think we'll just keep doing that. Because again, that strategy is going to work for Muslims, so yeah. Anyway. So again, she's in Persona 3 portable, and yeah. The thing about that is that one interesting thing about Persona 3 in general is the fact that, yeah, there are a lot of different perspectives you can play the game with. Because, yeah, you obviously got the original game and FES. And then you also got, portable, obviously, and you can even play as the FMC as well. And then there's also, Reload now as well. So you can experience Persona 3 in a number of different ways. And yeah, I think one cool thing about it is that no way is right or wrong in my opinion, to be honest. And yeah, max strength, nice. Anyway. Okay, with Persona 3, no matter what version you choose, you're going to be getting a very solid game. Maybe not like gameplay wise all the time, but yeah, the story is basically, it's very similar, I should be saying, across the board. And yeah, some versions do have their own perks, obviously. The original Persona 3 doesn't really have much, but FES does have the answer if you're interested in that. And then it's basically just an upgraded version of Persona 3. Then of course portable, it does lack a few things, but it makes up for it with, so yeah, here actually, probably want to use Thunder Blast with these two, so yeah. And then yeah, just in case I'll do this, so yeah. I could also go for double Thunder Blast too, but then I need that Nancho. I kinda don't want to do that, so yeah. So instead we're just gonna keep going like this, so yeah. Anyway. And yeah, he did live, but yeah, now I can do this. And yeah, it means these two get the mutation, which I kinda don't want, but that's okay. Again, there'll be many battles where we'll have the opportunity to mutate the things I want, so yeah. And you see that, yeah, we can't really one-shot those touch shockers because how bulky they are, so yeah, that's interesting. Anyway, so not looking at stats, alright? You get the Karcher, which is his mutation skill, but anyway. Again, that's the interesting thing about, Persona 3. Again, like I said, those different perspectives that you can play the game with. Yeah, this is good. Unless we run to another touch shocker, but this time we get Ishima, so yeah, we need advice special, like I should last time. Which is Maya, Katsuya, and Nancho. There you go. And this will make her happy, and then we can get the Info Alpha. You can also get Tower Cards Alpha if you really want this one. There, one time. Alright, give me info. There it is. There's supposed to be a treasure room at the bottom of this place, but there's no way into it anyhow. Don't forget about me, darling. So yeah, she just told us about the... She only told us about the treasure room. Does that mean I need to get it one more time? I'm gonna double check that because I don't want to, you know, bumble around like an idiot. So yeah. Yep, I'm correct. So yeah, we need to get it once and then we need to get it again. So yeah. There's also the rumors about Barbatos' skills, so yeah, we'll think about that. Maybe I'll just go ahead and get those Warwicks in the dungeon, because I think I can also get them in the area shelter once I'm done here, so yeah. I mean, speaking of which, maybe he'll give me the rumor. Let's have a look. So yeah, what did he want again? I think it was the base for Fnac one. Yeah, it was. So that'd be Alfu and Nancho. So there you go. Anyway, that's yeah, trying to talk about fantasy here, so yeah. Again, it's talking about the different perspectives and stuff, and like I said, there is definitely no wrong way to experience Persona 3. That's why I've kind of learnt now, after, seeing all the versions a lot, so yeah, and seeing the positive and negative things people have to say about them, so yeah. And he doesn't know anything, that's fine. So let's just keep this up. And now that, we got that off the chest, let's actually talk about Fancy herself. The thing about her is that she acts a lot more positively than the male MC. The male MC is definitely a lot more apathetic in comparison, so yeah. Yeah, here, once again, I'm gonna let one of them go before me, but that's okay. Again, it's a bit annoying that we had to do it like that, but that's okay. Again, this is what happens when you do at the agility, dude. But yeah, that's a cool looking attack, not gonna lie, but anyway. So that's talking about the MC here, so yeah. Again, she's a lot more positive when compared to the male MC. He's a bit more outgoing, but yeah, one thing that people noted about this is that it's actually, they both showed two different sides of the pressure, basically. Basically, Makoto wants to, just keep to himself, basically, at the beginning of the game, but then, of course, as the game progresses, then he learns to, open up, and that makes things happier for him. So, yeah. We got Zamaka, cool. Unfortunately, not as good as, and, yeah, it's a simple, that's okay. Again, Lone Breaker got nerfed, that's why I haven't used it yet. So, anyway, we get the second part of this info. Again, it's kind of dumb you have to do this twice, but yeah. That's just one part of why this dungeon's kind of annoying, so yeah. And of course, there's also the beta stream that we could pick up this one. Anyway, yeah. So let's get the info here, and yeah, there it is. Great Magnara, so we need to go spread that. Next time we have a deal with a pact. So like I said, this is why I wanted to have a nice long topic to talk about while, I do this. Anyway, another touch shocker. And yeah, I mean, I think I should just let him go before me, to be honest, so that's what I'm gonna do, so yeah. Like this. And then yeah, we got the Thunder Blast ready to go, so yeah. Again, I don't know what he can do that could annoy me, but I guess I'll find out. I think he's just gonna use probably a physical attack. He can use like fire skills and stuff, it's fun. But anyway. So yeah. Again, yes. That kind of makes a lot of sense for the themes of the game, but then you got Bensi or Minako. Not Minako. Kotode. Minako is the old name, and then Kotode is the new name. So yeah, again, she actually, acts a lot more positively than he does, but there is one thing about that though. She is still, depressed like he is, it's just that she doesn't really show it to others. At least doesn't want to show it to others, basically. That's kind of like her character quirk. You'll call it like smiling depression or something like that. Basically, yeah, you put on like a brave face because you don't want to show other people that, you're depressed, basically. Anyway, again, do I let them go before me? I mean, they only got gun attacks, I think, so yeah, I'm just gonna let them. So yeah. Like so. Let's just keep at it like this, so yeah. It'll be a bit annoying because I think one plan I have is, I'm gonna give Maya a new persona after this, so yeah. But yeah, we have Medea ramen stuff, so it's fine. You probably want that for the boss of this place, to be honest, but yeah. I mean, that's one reason I was thinking Armadi in the last part, because yeah, she does have, what I'm trying to say, Medea Rama, so then yeah, Maya can actually do damage and stuff and need to heal everyone, so yeah, I'll think about it, but again, maybe it's not bad to just have one turn when Maya heals and stuff, so yeah. Anyway, there we go. Yeah, they were mixing both types of enemies there in that battle. Again, it's a bit hard to tell because they look so similar, but anyway. But again, the thing about that is I kind of find it a bit relatable, to be honest. Let's talk about that a little bit, so yeah. For the most part, I feel like I can relate to for the most part, I feel like I can relate to the MCs in Persona. Persona 1, it's like, you know, he's just a blank slate. He can basically be whatever you want him to be, so yeah. Persona 2 is a bit different though, because yeah, Maya and Tatsu are definitely their own character, especially when we get to this game. Okay, Tatsu is evolved from silent protagonist. Maya is one, but then she also has the baggage from the past game, so again, she definitely feels like her own character, so yeah. So there's that. I do say that. Again, Maya is definitely a lot different in this game, but again, it does feel like, yeah, there is definitely some connection to the other game, let's just say, so yeah. And of course, Persona 3, I did talk about that a little bit. Again, I wouldn't say I act apathetic, but again, there are just some times where, yeah, you just kind of want to be left alone and stuff, so yeah. I can definitely kind of see that in Miko, and again, I do like what they did with his character arc too. Again, this stuff, he starts with the game as you know, just thinking about himself and stuff. You know, not really showing his emotions and stuff, and then yeah, as you know, you go through the game, you build up your social links and stuff. More things happen in the plot too, then yeah, that's when he starts to open up. And yeah, I like that. I think that's really good stuff. Kotone, it's a bit different for her because, of course, she can make friends a bit easier at the start because, again, she has that, you know, she puts on that brave face and stuff. One interesting thing is the fact that, yeah, she can start Yukari's social link very early in the game, but Miko needs to wait until, needs to wait out the Yakushima, so yeah, that's interesting. Again, it might just be because, you know, it might just be because, you know, Yukari's more comfortable talking to a girl like that, but again, it's interesting to think about still. And then, of course, you go through the game and stuff. And people also know that her dialogue can be quite interesting too, I should mention too. Like, yeah, she won't always act like the same as, she won't always act the same in some situations when compared to Makoto actually. Sometimes, yeah, she can get really upset. Like, after one of the big revelations at the end of the game, she basically snaps back at Shunpei, whereas the male MC, he kind of just says, like, I'm sorry and stuff, and I'm scared. It's interesting. There's also, like, the Fortune Searching too, where it's a bit more, where it shows a bit more of a down-to-earth Kotone as well. Again, it does feel like, yeah, she's a very multi-layered character. And yeah, I didn't mention, I'm talking about that now. Let's talk about how she's relatively, again, I think it's the fact that, yeah, she does put on a brave face. She tries to be as positive as possible to not bring down the mood. And I feel like, yeah, I can definitely relate to that as well, so yeah. Anyway, so yeah, let's get you to spread the room for me. Here's again, only Ishima has the room about the treasure room, so yeah. So he's gonna spread my Papitos rumor. Alright, so yeah, spread rumor spell, Papitos uses great Magnaris. There we go. We actually have a new skill for our own Papitos, that's cool. Anyway, so yeah, I need to put these two at the front now. Because yeah, they're gonna be killing them with the physical attacks. Another thing you can do is like use the physical fusion cells too. That's not bad either. Then you can actually try again mutation out these guys. But of course you can also make a pact with them too if you want. That's not bad either. So yeah. Anyway, let's go to the phone cannon. Anyway, back to yeah, talking about MC again. Again, like I said, that's something I can find quite relatable, to be honest. And yes, there's no max rank. And yeah, I think we'll just keep Susanoo on Baofu. Because again, he does have Zeodyne. Zeodyne's still going to be quite useful in this place, so yeah. But there'll be a lot of other good personas for him too, so yeah. Again, yeah, that Heat Wave, just having that just in case for these guys is definitely nice, so yeah. And yeah, here this actually works out quite nicely because we can kill them before they do anything bad to us. That's nice. So let's keep doing that. Again, yeah, these guys are definitely annoying, but there are definitely some physical fusion skills. There's a couple of new ones, so I'll definitely show that. And yeah, just having Photon Cat is so nice for this, so yeah. Anyway, yeah, again, that's the general gist. And again, also that, yeah, some of the other characters she talks to too are very interesting. One interesting thing is the fact that, yeah, some people think that certain social links actually kind of they relate to the characters in interesting ways. Like, yeah, for example, there's Sun. You'll find Sun actually very similar to how Makoto feels. Anyway, we got the Great Magnar rumor, so now we're going to see if we can get more rumors at Ishima here. Say again. And then you have MC. A lot of people think that Saori is pretty similar, or the Hangman I should be saying. It's very similar to Kojune. It's interesting to think about too, so yeah. Anyway, give me info. Okay. I don't think she had the info, so yeah. It is what it is, right? Anyway, so yeah, I'm letting a lot of them go before me, which is... I'm letting all of them go before me, which is not great. Especially if they want to, you know, kill me, but we'll see. I think Katsuo will survive. Seven Mist, Hellfire. Again, Baofu's definitely the one in danger. He's weak to everything, so yeah. Okay, cool. Phone Kanja. Anyway. So one's gonna be Tona again? So yeah, again. Let's see, Hellfire. Again, I'm a bit worried about Baofu going down here to the Hellfires, so yeah. Yeah, he is definitely low. And so is Nantra as well, so we don't want to heal that damage up. Yeah, those things are very annoying. If we don't outspeed them, so yeah. And actually, all my physical attackers are very slow in comparison, so yeah. Luckily though, we do have the good old Medea Rama, so let's use that. Here's Dioran. No problem, so yeah. Let's go back to the Nork and let's keep this up, so yeah. Again though, okay, I talked about the earlier, but yeah, again, there's definitely more things about it. Again, I did talk about the social characters. Again, the way she can, you know, react is kind of fun too. Like, yeah, she definitely has her fair share of fun dialogue choices too. That's obviously a blast as well, so yeah. Again, just the little things about that, yeah, again. I just find that kind of relatable to be honest. Again, she's definitely not the only character I find relatable in... Okay, that's bad. Because, yeah, that's a lot gone, but that's okay, because we don't need it for this. Again, yeah, these guys are just, yeah, really annoying. At least 7 Mist doesn't do anything, and I don't get Heat Wave. So again, just talking to them is probably not bad, to be honest, so yeah. I can definitely show though, yeah, if you want to, you can kill them with physical attacks. Is that, yeah, you might be putting your other dudes into danger like I am, so yeah. Anyway. And again, I did mention that, yeah, I talked about how I relate to the other characters too. I feel like with you, the interesting thing about him is that, yeah, he does, you know, it kind of just shows that, yeah, moving can definitely change a person for the better. I feel like that's the interesting thing about Yu Narukami. Like, yeah, he does move away from the city, he goes to the countryside, and then, yeah, he makes a lot of new friends, and then, yeah, through that is how, yeah, he's able to go up against the main conflict, so yeah, it's quite interesting. Again though, I don't know if I relate to as much like compared to Kojune, but yeah. Again, I can definitely kind of see what they were going with there. And yeah, I can definitely see that, yeah, you know, moving to a different place, even for like a holiday and stuff, it can definitely change you quite a bit, so yeah. So I really like that. And then, yeah, Joker's an interesting one because of my take on it. I think the thing about me and Choco is that Choco's just a lot cooler than I am, so I find it hard to relate, you know? So yeah. So there's that. I feel like, yeah, I feel like I can relate more to the down-to-earth characters, like, yeah. Ulala in this game is a good example. There's also, Fuka as well. That's one reason why I probably like Fuka a lot, because, yeah, she's a lot more down-to-earth and compared to, she's a lot more down-to-earth when compared to, the rest of the cast, so yeah. So yeah, I find that quite interesting, to be honest, so yeah. Anyway. So do you have any info for me? That was unfortunate, so yeah. Let's see. So another thing I can do is, yeah, if I am in a situation like this where, yeah, I just do not want to deal with these guys, then yeah. I can just, you know, talk to them. Because again, it's cynical people that makes them eager, so yeah. So I can do that. To make him joyful, I need to look that up, because yeah, apparently it's only Fascist show, which means you need Ellie. But there might be another thing that makes him happy, so yeah. Yeah, this guy burps. Yeah, you can just do that. Again, if they outspeed me like that, then yeah, it probably makes a lot more sense to do that. Anyway. So that's the... And again, I think I want to do that again, to be honest, so yeah. Again, even if I can't get the pact with him, then yeah, I'm getting Magician cards. I might use Magician cards in a bit, so yeah. Like that. I think this guy is like from Cthulhu Mythos, it's kind of interesting, but anyway. So we'll just get him. So there you go. Now yeah, I think another thing that helps me really like Kotone as well is some of the extended media. Now they really want to throw these guys at me. I'm thinking, do I get the pact with him instead of the Catopulus? Because yeah, I'm running into this guy a lot more frequently, so that's making me think that yeah, I should get him. Problem is I need to look this up for a little bit, so yeah. I guess I can cut and then I'll see what I can figure out. Alright, I had a little look. Without Ellie it's very difficult because yeah. The only other thing I saw that makes him happy is it's someone we don't have, so yeah, let's just say. And yeah, other than that though, you could try to get lucky with a happy plus eager combo. That's the wrong one. It's Nancho first. But yeah, most things make him angry, as you'll see here. I don't actually make eager and angry, interesting enough. So yeah, so I'm gonna do it like this. But again, yeah, that's the only real ways you can make him happy, unless you do have Ellie, which I don't, so yeah. So you don't like that. Yeah, what's the wildest dreams? There you go. So again, all I can really do is yeah, get cards out of them or kill them with physical attacks about speed, so yeah. But I'm talking about Kotone and why I like it. Again, the extended media is interesting too. Like, yeah, there was the comic anthology. On the chapters, it reacts to the events of October 4th, and you get to see her mask lift, and it's actually, yeah, I feel that, to be honest. Like, yeah, I felt that pain that she was going through, you know, so yeah. I feel like it was kind of interesting portrayed as well. Again, it wasn't like the most well-written thing in the world, but again, I thought it was very interesting. Again, it does show that, yeah, again, a lot of people do interpret her, you know, acting more cheerful and stuff as, yeah, it can be seen as like a coping mechanism or something like that. It's interesting, so yeah. Then there's obviously Q2 as well. Q2 is very interesting with her. I haven't seen anything with her in Q2 yet, but from what I've heard though, it is very interesting. And yeah, even in her debut in the first movie, she is really well done. I'm a champion, to be honest, so yeah. Like, yeah, you get to see, you know, her joyfulness, but there is definitely a tinge of loneliness too, because of course, when she got transferred, it wasn't with her fellow Seas members, so yeah. So I can have you feel a little bit of that as well. But again, yeah, she likes interacting with the fantasy support, so it's quite a lot of fun there, so yeah. Again, she's just, you know, a really nice character. Now, yeah, of course, one thing that can't be ignored when we talk about is the fact that, yeah, she's not on reload, but the thing is, though, is that, yeah, people like her so much that, yeah, they are willing to go the extra mile to give her more content in other ways, let's just say. Not just reload, actually. Like, of course, there is a mod that puts it to reload, and yeah, from what I've seen of it, yeah, that definitely seems like a lot of hard work, so I can definitely see why people are liking that. And then, yeah, there's also, but the thing I actually like better is the cutscene mod for Portable, actually. But again, I won't discredit the work that the reload mod is again, it does sound quite interesting. It's just that, yeah, again, I don't know if it will, you know, match Portable and all the differences that you kind of miss out on. Like, yeah, the new searching characters and stuff like that, but hey, again, no. It does sound like a harder work. It's been in development for a very long time too. It's been updated a lot too. Again, it just sounds very interesting, so yeah. And if, yeah, again, I wouldn't personally try it myself, but maybe I can for like, yeah. Maybe I'd like give it a quick go just to see what it's all about. But yeah, like I said, I think the thing I like even better though was the cutscene mod for Portable, because again, Portable didn't have the cutscenes because of limited space, but that's okay because yeah, thanks to modding though, yeah, a lot of cutscenes are added, and even a new opening too with a new vocal track as well. That's really cool. And again, I did see a couple of cutscenes again. The fact that I'm pretty sure it's only made by one person too, so yeah, a lot of hard work there by that one person. So yeah, again, I'm not so sure how I feel about. Again, I guess the only thing is that yeah, it does take the best cutscenes. I'm not so sure if they would fit perfectly with, you know, FMC and Portable, but again, they are very good cutscenes though. So yeah. Like, yeah, they definitely paint a very different atmosphere when compared to, like, the opening in Reload, for example, so yeah. Or the cutscenes Reload, I should be saying, so yeah. Again, that kind of comes back to the whole, different perspective thing that these games do, so yeah. Anyway. Like, again, yeah, like I kinda keep saying, you can definitely get a very different experience with Persona 3 depending on what version you decide to go with, so yeah. And again, I think a lot of them can be very valid as well, so yeah. All of them, in fact. I should be saying like I said earlier, so yeah. And again, so yeah, I guess back to another thing when it comes to it again, I don't really mind the fact she's not Rudo because again, it's I kinda said something similar with the Persona 1 and 2 remake. I don't want it to be like a half-ass thing. I want it to be, you know, done with the proper care and attention. Like, I do want to see those new searching characters. I do want to see maybe some different events she goes to as well. Like a Portable as well.
I'm champion.
And then I think it's worth, because again, it's not just, you know, we put in a new character. I mean, it's Sharpshoot, cool. It's not just a gender swap in a Pokemon game. It's basically just an entirely new game in general. Entirely new route. Kind of similar to Canon of Vengeance in SMT 5 Vengeance, so yeah. Yeah, you got Sharpshoot, that's an insta gun attack, so that's pretty interesting. But anyway, I can use. Yeah, in this situation, I can use D-Ran if I want. So there we go. Let's keep seeing if we can find Ishma. Unfortunately, yeah, we're being chatted to here by this guy, so yeah. So, what do I do? I mean, I'm eager. So again, I can't make him happy, so this is annoying. I could make him angry, but I mean, yeah. Nothing. No, just the thing is, if I do it like this, I made him eager once, so now I can make him eager by doing this. So unfortunately, I'm gonna miss Anisha. This is one reason why, yeah, I really wanted to pack with him, but yeah. Oh well. Because he seems to be appearing a lot more often when compared to the Catopopoulos, for example. At the same time, again, we want Ishmet anyway, because we need Ishmet anyway, because she has the room and stuff. Anyway, let's go talk to her again. And this is why I thought that this is gonna take a while, so and I've been talking about Fantasy for quite a while, so again, like I said, I don't mind the fact, again, there might be some small possibility that she could still be able to reload. Again, if we think about S&P 5 budgets again, like if Persona 3 Reload does get a re-release of sort, like on the Switch 2, maybe, but I feel like there's a less than 1% chance we'll get something like that, so So there's that. Yeah, we still need to keep talking to her, it seems. Again, I won't again, it's not something I should completely rule out, but again, I do think that the chance of it happening is very unlikely, so So there's that. Again, like I said, I'm not too fussed about it, because again, it does keep Portable somewhat relevant, which is interesting, so Again, going back to what I was saying before, it does mean that, I do find it interesting that, there is definitely a reason to play any version of Persona 3 other than maybe the original. So, I mean, that's quite interesting, to be honest. So, because of all those different perspectives I keep talking about, so, Anyway, they really want to stop my meltdown, but they don't, so there we go. Okay, I'm probably need to heal up the damage, but that's okay. Maybe just need a D-run here. We'll see. Anyway. Again, getting these rumors is definitely quite a pain, isn't it? This is definitely one of the more harder ones to get, in my experience. But then again, considering the reward you get for doing this, it's definitely worth it. In the end, despite all the headache. So again, I'll use D-run like this. If I really want to, I could also do it like this, so And you still haven't gotten the mutation for the Nog. She hasn't even mutated once at this point, so Then again, we are talking to these guys a lot. That's another reason why, so Alright. I mean, that's mainly everything I want to talk about. Again, I really like her a lot. And I can't wait to see more of her in Q2. So Q2 I feel like makes up for the fact that, her only other game is Portable. So don't mash the buttons. And we're getting more great Magnara rumors, that's good. At least we're looking towards that. And at some point I can definitely show off the fusion spell. And again, I need to make these guys a Giga. And again, like I was kind of saying before, you need you do need Ellie to make them happy to get the pack with them. Otherwise, you're kind of banking on some luck. So you made him really sad there. And made him sad again. There we go. Get more magician cards out of him. We'll definitely have more than enough magician cards coming up, so that's good. That's mainly everything I want to talk about in regards to Fensic, and she's definitely one of my favorite Persona Pro tags, considering that, again, I do find it quite relatable, to be honest, and I think that's just really cool, so Again, I wouldn't mind seeing, I wouldn't mind seeing another female protagonist, but again, if we don't get it, that's okay, so these guys have 410, which is interesting. Again, that kind of hurts, so you definitely want to... Definitely having Medea Ram is very nice. Then we're getting outsped with my strategy here, so Again, maybe it would have been better if, I just kept using Thunder Blast, but I'm not so sure with the girls, but again, maybe we can work towards something with Barbatos here, so I'm still using them, so Anyway. Yep. Not bad. And we do get a mutation. And we're getting changeable. I'll see what Persona is. Again, we probably want to get... We want from the baptism, obviously, so yeah. So let's see. We've got Kulin. Kulin's actually pretty cool, to be honest. He's also a physical attacker. He also gets a level mighty skills too, and even Guardine as well, and Dark Archer. So yeah, they're pretty decent resistance too. So I'll think about him. But yeah, not right now, because again, I would like it if the Nog got from the baptism for this dungeon. So yeah, he's also saying how good the Zero skills can be. So yeah. So once again, let's use the armor. I guess, yeah, while I'm on the topic of, talking about the subjects in general, I do really like them, to be honest. Like, again, I feel like with Persona, I'm talking modern Persona here, mainly, because, again, I feel like Persona 2 is definitely the exception, and not the rule when it comes to this, so, yeah. So the thing about it is that, again, I do like the fact that, yeah, you get basically a protag. They do kind of feel like their own character. At the same time, though, they are developing throughout the plot, and you can, self-insert a little bit too. And that's kind of what, the Kand is all about, right? So, yeah. Because, yeah, it's not about what... Like, I know I use guides all the time at 80%, but, yeah. The thing about the Kanda is that, yeah, it's not what the game wants you to do with that free time. It's up to you, obviously. And that can even shape the character in their own right as well. So yeah. So again, it's interesting to think about like that. So yeah. And then there's also the fact that, yeah, again, the way they develop and stuff, I feel like, yeah, again, it's interesting to think about, because again, yeah, I feel like with the main protect too, it's also like a way to, show the message of the game as well. It's just ways too. It also helps that, yeah, when you have like another character they bounce off with, or they are like the antithesis of as well. That's also interesting to see in action as well, so yeah. And let's get all these shocks. And yeah, there you go. Thunder Blast, pretty useful then, so yeah. When it actually works, so yeah. And that's kind of one reason why, yeah, I like to keep seeing these protags. Especially because, yeah, again, it feels like, yeah, the more games pass, the more like quippy they get. Like, yeah, Joker definitely has a lot of great dialogue choices. In Persona 5, for example, Narukami is pretty similar in that regard too, so yeah. Again, I really like it. Again, I think it just fits well with this series, with, how it portrays the stories and stuff. I really like it, so yeah. Again, not all of them I can relate to per se. Again, like I said, Joker I think is way too cool when compared to myself, so yeah. I can't relate to him as much because of that, so yeah. But yeah, it is what it is, so yeah. At least, you have your Kotenes, for example, who I can really relate to because of, yeah, the way they act. I can definitely see myself acting a very similar way as well, so yeah. Again, that's definitely one reason why, yeah, this series is just so interesting to think about. And also why, yeah, I do like Kotene. I wouldn't mind seeing, they don't have to be a girl too. I wouldn't mind seeing, other characters like her as well. As like, protags and stuff, they don't even need to be the main character too. Again, yeah. I'm sure that, yeah, when we do get Persona 6 one day, there will definitely be some character that I currently too as well. That actually got me thinking too. Another interesting thing that I realized about myself too is I can somewhat relate to Futaba as well, I feel like. Like, yeah, again, it's like... I do find it kind of difficult to, go outside all the time, and then I kind of find it more difficult to socialize as well, so yeah. So I can definitely see aspects like that. Again, she's definitely a bit more eccentric when compared to myself, I feel like. But again, I can definitely see parts of I can definitely see parts of some reliability there with her, so yeah, that's interesting too. Again, there is definitely one reason why that came to mind too, is because, yeah, again, it's because of some of the theories of that too, because, yeah, let's just say that, yeah, we might share something in common. Anyway. So yeah, let's just keep doing this. Fortune going last, that's okay. And we can just keep doing this strat. It's working not too bad, so yeah. Again, if I do think hard enough about it, yeah, there are definitely, you know, some other characters that I can say that I can relate to. But again, yeah, you got your, like, kind of down-to-earth characters too. Like, again, Lala and Puka, like I said, and C as well. Futaba a little bit too. Again, there's probably someone else too, but yeah, again, I need to think about it more carefully. Maybe need to look at their social links and stuff, so yeah. As well. That's definitely pretty cool. I'm sure that, yeah, when I do think about other RPGs too, there are probably characters I relate a lot with them as well. But again, yeah, because I've been seeing a lot of Persona recently, yeah, that's why, again, I think about that a lot, so yeah. Anyway, there is one more thing I want to talk about, and then I think I'm gonna cut because this is taking forever. And I'll just cut to either game mutations, interest mutations, or leak of these two rumors, so yeah. So here's something kind of random. I feel like this is common knowledge, and yet there's a... Yeah, we haven't run to these guys at all, which is very annoying because, yeah, I made a pact with them, so yeah. Let's play some more baseball at home. So yeah, again, I feel like this is common knowledge, but yeah, something interesting is that Chie in Persona 4 has a different voice when compared to Golden. She got a new voice in the anime, and then they decided to use that one for Golden, so yeah. And yeah, it's definitely interesting because they sound very different. Like, it's not like, you know, what they did with Teddy. Because Teddy basically sounds the same. And yeah, we're not speaking something like a can't at you. It's kind of weird because, yeah, one of them needs Baofu Dachi, the other one needs Dachi Baofu, so yeah, that's definitely where the confusion comes in. So you're going. Yeah, like that. Where do any of this? There you go. There you go. Yeah, if you make him happy like that, then yeah, you could try to make him happy and eager. I think it is possible to do that, but again, it's kind of difficult. And if you make him angry, then yeah, it's bad. Then you lose the pack, you have to start over. So yeah. If I do like make him, I don't make him angry by accident. That's the problem. So yeah. Actually, no. If he talks to me, then yeah, I'll look it up. I'll try Happy Eager, but then yeah. Again, we don't need to do that though if we don't want to. So yeah. Anyway, let's go back into her. I keep using the magma drop. Alright, so yeah. Once again, I'm gonna keep doing this. So you get. She actually has a different voice in the original Persona 4, and yeah, it sounds very different to me, to be honest. Like, she sounds a lot more reserved in the original Persona 4. I don't know about that. I don't know if it fits a character as well. Then again, part of that is because I'm so used to, you know, a new voice or current voice, as I'm saying. That's gonna be old voice. And that also made me think too, yeah. The remake is gonna have a recast, and then she's gonna get a third voice. So yeah, that's a bit weird. But anyway. So there's that. Again, I wouldn't mind listening to her old voice more just to see, you know, see if, yeah, that feeling I have of her being more reserved is, like, general or not. Really interested to see how, yeah, she is in comedy scenes because, yeah, Aaron Fitzgerald definitely fits shape for those comedy scenes, I must say, so yeah. But anyway, yeah, I think that's everything I want to talk about. Yeah, I just got an mutation Linnog. Yeah, Linnog definitely doesn't want to get fundamentism very easily, it seems, so yeah. Again, I think I'm just gonna cut for this now. And then hopefully we don't go past an hour because of that, so yeah. Because again, I talked about everything I wanted to now, so yeah. Alright, let's just work very hard and try to get these rumors done. Anyway, Maya got a level up. So there we go. We are level 48 now, so that means all 53% is on the table. I guess we'll see what that means later. Here we go. How can you get in the treasure room? Trick the Leviathan into breaking the wall. It's not the prize, Bob, you know. Don't forget our beam, darling. Alrighty. So now we need to find Leviathan. He's on the higher floors, so I'm just going to go there, and then we'll talk to Leviathan. He'll break the wall down, and then we can go get the treasure. So let's go ahead and do that. Anyway, Nanjo got a level up. Yeah, that massive strength stuff. He is a little bit slow though, that's the only problem with going in with a strength like that, so yeah. And Buffett gets level up too. Eels has a lot of strength now. My physically is just 2, so that's great. Alright, the Leviathan's up ahead. I was just double checking what we need to make them eager again. Maya and Nancho's special report. Let's do that. Alright, break down a wall. We break, you happy? Me say bye now, until meet another day. Alright. I also realized too, we still haven't gone from the baptism, so yeah, one thing I can do is that, yeah, next part, maybe we still try to work towards it. There are definitely some ways we can though, so yeah. So we'll go for that. And of course, we are higher leveled now, a bit higher leveled now, so yeah, there can definitely be some other sense we could think about using as well. But yeah, what I want to do first though, I do want to go into the treasure room. But yeah, since this part has been going along for a while, then yeah, I think we'll go to the treasure room in the next part. But yeah, we did it. We unlocked it now. We still need to get the Great Magnara room up, but yeah, we can work on that while we try to get on the baptism, so it's fine. But yeah, Lenore did get like, I mean, I can show the sense. She got extra stats a couple of times, so yeah. Which isn't great for getting, you know, from the baptism, but it's fine. But yeah, Perry, she's also doing quite nice. She also got a couple of extra stats. That's obviously nice for Astamisa. So it took Shaka's down max strength. He has all nice, which is kind of nice too. Susanoo, I don't know what he really got, but yeah, he is max strength now. He has Tarokacha now, which is really cool. And finally, Papetos, he's also max strength now. So I'm thinking maybe we give Nancho a new persona, maybe, we'll see. Or maybe just, you know, an older one out of our stock as well, that can also work, so yeah. Because yeah, we've done everything I wanted to with Papetos. The only thing is, maybe he mutates on that persona. I guess I can look at into that in the next part, but yeah. Like, I'm very happy with how we're looking now, so yeah. This will be a very long part in a second, but I hope the topic was interesting at the very least, so yeah. Anyway though, next time, yeah, we're gonna go open the treasure in that treasure room, and with it, view some new personas, so yeah. Look forward to that, I'll see you guys again for that.